we start with the Gauss law. So E dot dA, this is equals to Q enclosed over the epsilon naught. Now this is a sphere, so as usual, this we will get a 4 pi r squared equals to Q enclosed over the epsilon naught. So E will equals to Q enclosed over 4 pi epsilon naught r squared. Let's start with this A. We are asked to find out the electric field between this R1 and 0. That means from here, this is a 0 point and until this R1 in the region here. So in this case, in this region, you can see no charge is in this region. So we can say this Q enclosed y equals to 0, right? Now, when this Q equals to 0, we substitute inside this formula, we will get this E equals to 0 in this region. This is the answer for A. Now, here we proceed to this B. B is the range between this R0 and the R1. So in the diagram is somewhere here. In this case, we were still using this formula here. E equals to Q enclosed over 4 pi epsilon r squared. One thing we know from here is that this thing, the charge is distributed uniformly. That means the Q, this is the total charge over the volume of actually this the region here. They have a charge, so let's call this recline. This is equals to Q enclosed over the volume that we enclose the charge. Right. Now, first thing first, this recline will equals to this 4 3 pi and r naught cube minus r1 cube. You can see because the charge, this charge is only at the region between this r1 and this r0 here. Inside this layer, the part where are less than this r1, there will be no charge, so we have to minus this r1 cube in this case because this is the volume of the sphere. Now here this is equals to Q enclosed over the this volume enclosed. Volume enclosed is the same. We have a 4/3 pi, but now this is the r cube minus r1 cube. The same reason, just the now this is the r we define between this r1 and r0, and this is the total charge we want to get in the this part here. So this is just the volume enclosed by where we define this r. So this is the r instead of the r0. Now this 4/3 pi can be cancelled, and this Q enclosed y equals to Q r cube minus r 1 cube over r naught cube minus r1 cube. Right, we substitute this thing back to here. We will get a q 4 pi epsilon naught r squared and r cube minus r1 cube over this r naught cube minus r1 cube. So this is the answer for B. Now C, the case C, this R is greater than R naught. In this case, this Q enclosed voltage equals to the total charge equals to Q. So we get back the formula we usually see, Q over 4 pi epsilon R squared, which this R is 4 by 1 over R squared. This is the answer for C.